Welcome back to episode number 3 of the Montreal Canadiens Franchise Rebuild. We're coming off year number 1 where I don't think we had a terrible year, but we definitely didn't have a great year. Suzuki was an absolute beast though, 88 points in 82 games, almost 70 assists, so definitely looking like our future first line center playing alongside with Cole Caulfield, as Caulfield had 42 goals, 273 shots. Dvorak played really well as well. That sounds weird to say, but Kirby Dach, 71 points. That's a great year for him as well. Slafkovsky, only 55, but remember, he's only a 79 overall. Monahan, Josh Anderson. Newhook wasn't as good as I was hoping he would be. Hopefully, he can get a little bit of growth this offseason, and we can really start developing the team. But I thought the goaltenders actually played really well for their overalls, especially Montembeault, who was 12-7-2 with a 913, 290 goals against average, 917, 913. If speaking's tough, I'm telling you. Jake Allen up to a 901. Any points for any of the players? No, 0 points across the board. But it's time to get in the offseason. So a quick look at what happened last year. I think gathered the 10th overall pick, which is not bad. Not bad. 3.23 goals for per game, so definitely not scoring enough. 3.38 against, again, letting in a couple too many goals. Power play was not the greatest at 15%, but the penalty kill was middle of the pack, which is good to see at 82%, finishing 4th in the division, so just around the middle of the pack. Shorthanded goals 4-9. I know we scored a couple in just the simulations that we did. On home ice, we were actually pretty good, 22, 15, and 4. On the road, not so well, and that's what I like to see. When we knew we weren't making the playoffs, we just kept losing. But let's get into this offseason here. Hopefully get through the entire thing and see what we can get with the 10th overall selection. I think a defenseman is ideal for what we are looking for. View retired players. Let's see if Ovi retires. He does not. Joe Thornton retires with 1,500 points in 1,700 games. Shea Weber, Wayne Simmons, Brian Little, Brent Seabrook, Brandon Dubinsky, Michael Frolik. So many names that I feel like I haven't heard in forever. Justin Abdelkader, the Dogs going crazy. Trevor Lewis, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Leo Komarov, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, Jordy Ben. So a lot of players retiring here. Looking at the ages, it's around 44 for him. But early retirement for Wayne Simmons at 35 years of age. We're going to continue this. Keep going. Trevor Lewis, I'm good. I don't need any draft interviews. I got this. NHL entry draft. We're looking at the draft board here. So looking at the draft board, the Ottawa Senators with pick number 2 is kind of the pick I want, to be honest. If I go into draft class, I kind of want to trade for the 2nd overall pick to pick up this guy, Berkeley Caton. He looks like an absolute stud, 51 goals. He would be, I don't even believe he's a playmaker, but this guy must bulk up. Yeah, 167 pounds, so definitely very, very small, but this guy looks like he's going to be so good. Already has a superstar ability, NHL ready, Nicholas Backstrom, so maybe more of a playmaker, but I think this guy's going to be stupidly good. I'm not going to trade for him just because it's not going to be realistic at all, but I just want to see if he does go 1st overall. He doesn't even show the player positions, but I believe he's going to go right here. There it is. So I would love to see this guy's information still all hidden, but he only has one X factor, which is interesting. No X factors on Lance Piton. I'm going to simulate to our pick right here at pick number 11. I don't like that it's unknown. I wish it told us. Okay, it's going to tell us for the players that we did scout. So medium elite. Let's go. Did it say which potential he was? Medium elite for Caton. Okay, I was expecting him to be a little bit higher, so that's honestly a surprise. But I think for the Montreal Canadiens here, if we can get a defenseman, which we have one right here who's on our list, 18 years old, 167 pounds, so most likely an offensive defenseman, looks like. 12 and 33. Or we can go Jacob Chiromac. He looks like a real person. Massey. I think Zane Perek. Where is he from? Doesn't even say. I think he's our best bet. You know, you go highest on the board, it's going to be him. I'm looking down to see if there's any potential maybe gems that we can also draft. No more gems left. I think it's got to be the top guy. I think it's got to be the top guy here. Going back, Zane Zane Parrick. I'm going to go with it. Zane Parrick, welcome to the Montreal. Oh my God, what a terrible pick. That was an awful pick. What's the other guy? Unknown. Oh my God, medium top 6 with a top 10 pick. Oh my God, that was the worst pick that you could have potentially had. Oh God, I don't even know what to do. Do we take a risk on another defenseman? Looking through here, maybe a sniper. 3 goals. I'm gonna just take a risk on Kang. Bryson Kang, welcome to the team. Don't know anything about you, but I can't believe how bad I just missed with that pick. I gotta start scouting myself because that was horrendous. So you got an A+ here, a defensive defenseman, so that actually wouldn't be a bad call. I actually kind of like the goalie because we don't have a goalie prospect right now. Emil Vinny, got a great name, played in A+ league. Let's start him and see what happens. Medium fringe starter. I'm still upset about that first overall pick. Maybe it's just he wasn't scouted enough. Maybe he's actually better. Oh my God, there's a medium elite that just came off the board right there. Zibanejad. Okay, let's see what here. Ooh, a little medium elite here. Grinder. We also have an A+, so he's probably not too bad. I kind of like the idea of the Enforcer. Oh, we got an X Factor here, Grinder. I think we got to do the X Factor Grinder. Another X Factor Playmaker. Jeffrey McGrattan. Doesn't look like a bad player either, but I kind of like the idea of that Grinder. What was his name? What was the Grinder's name? Here he is. Gregory Habs. His name's Habs. Yeah, we got to go Gregory Habs. Habshield. Low elite. So if he's low elite, I mean, that's a great value in the 3rd round pick, especially after our 1st round selection debacle. Don't want to talk about it. But let's see what else is here. We're kind of just gambling on this. A+, so I don't mind picking up this sniper, Brookbank, Enforcer. Enforcer with 8 goals in 51 games is not too bad. We got an A here for, doesn't say anything, but he is a center. Benjamin Rotatonian. God, who knows what that guy. A sniper. I don't want a sniper this low, I don't think. Another goaltender. I think we're good with the goaltender we have. This guy wouldn't be bad. Rupi Vestaranian. I'm just going to look to see who has an X Factor. If no one, I'm going Rupe Vestaranian. I kind of like him. Rupe Vestaranian. This guy right here. Who else do we have? Just making sure none of these players are X Factors. I don't think they were. But I want to go with Rupe. Where is he? Vestaranian. Make pick. Top 6. Not bad. Not bad. I'm okay with that. Building up the prospect pool here. 5th round. Okay, now it's time to get a steal. Now, what can we come out with? A playmaker. Don't think I want that. A defensive defenseman wouldn't be bad. Braden Taper. Grinder. I'm good. Defensive defenseman. A+ at 17 years old. Topi Hutala. Topi Hupala. I'm not even going to think twice about it. You're joining the squad here. Low 7D. Okay, let's just sim entire draft now. But I'm interested to see. We had a lot of picks here. If Perek is actually a medium top 6. I really hope he's not. And I don't know the best way of checking this. Yeah, we can check the contracts. And now let's go to resign phase. And we should be able to see him here. So I don't need any of this. Caulfield already locked up, which is nice. And I'm going to go into restricted free agents. Or unsigned, I guess they would be. Unsigned. So Florian Jacki, something Erickson, Barkowski, Habsheets. Okay. No, that's the low elite. That's the low elite. Where is this useless waste of a pick that we had? Medium top 6 defenseman. This is by far the worst pick I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God. I can't remember that other guy's name. I got to go back and check, but 18 overall, or 18 years old overall, who knows? It's a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't even know why it doesn't show me. I wish it did. Okay, let's go in and start signing our players here. So Suzuki locked up. Nice, nice, nice. All these players all have contracts. So we have about $21 million in cap space. 7th D. I don't think this guy's worth bringing back. Same with him. Garbage. Ligari, I'll bring back just for the AHL. Who else? Yolinen, definitely want to bring him back. And let's see if I do 3 years on him at 950. Hopefully he can eventually jump up to the NHL. Kapanen, I don't mind offering Kapanen a deal as well. Again, same type of deal. I'm going to offer him 3 years, 800K. Lindstrom, yeah, he can be a depth defender for us. He wants a one-way deal. Okay. So maybe if I go 4 years at 1.5, I'll do that for him. I don't really mind. Barron definitely wants a contract. I want to get him locked up. So if I can go 5 years at 1.8 mil, I think that'll be a steal in the future if he goes to an 82 plus overall. Elias Anderson, another guy I don't mind bringing back here. Worst case, he can be in the AHL. Norlander, just an AHL player as well, so nothing too valuable there. Bodine, I'll bring him back too. You know, why not? How many contracts do we have? 49. So a lot of people that we need to let go. Chris Weidman, definitely going to let go. Going to let go. Ooh, this guy we got to bring in. This guy's actually not a bad player right here. Engstrom, top 4 at 20 years old. Keeper, don't need anyone here. Tanner Pearson, I'm not going to bring back. Sean Monahan, I would like to bring back. Just not at this price. I think we have a 2-year window. I can bring Monahan back for 2 years at 4.3. I'll make that offer for Sean Monahan. I think a little bit of an overpay, but we have some money here. We need to have some roster. We don't want to be the worst team in the league. Terrible. Jack-Eye, definitely going to bring him in because, you know, his brother's a stud. Erickson, going to leave off. Don't know what this guy's overall is yet. So I'm going to leave him. Going to leave him as well. I'm going to leave all these players, but maybe I might sign. Do I want to sign him? Yeah, maybe I'm going to sign our first round pick, Pekara, because I just don't know what his overall is, and maybe he is actually good. Sign him to a 3-year deal. Hopefully he has a little bit more value than what we were seeing, but let's advance a day and see who accepts a contract. Monahan says no. Everyone else looks like they are going to say yes. Okay, good. So we just got to get Monahan now. We can get an updated cap. So it looks like we now have about $19 million in cap. So that's pretty good, all things considered. So let's go look for Monahan. Sort this by overall. Sean Monahan. What can we do here? I don't want you for 6 years. That's for sure. 6 years at 2 years at 4.5. I mean, you should accept that. Let's go take a look at goaltenders, make sure I'm not missing anyone. Montembeault. Okay, I would like to bring Montembeault back, and I would go 4 years at $1.4 million. I think is fair for Montembeault, and we're going to advance a day here and see if Monahan comes back. No for Monahan. No for Montembeault. Okay, so let's get Montembeault a little bit more. 1.55, and Sean Monahan, if you don't accept this, I don't care. You can walk, basically, what I'm looking at. 2 years at 4.775. Let's go here. Monahan's back. Montembeault's back. We now have just over $15 million of cap space. So we could make a splash in free agency here. I'm going to simulate to it and see what we're looking like. Sim to free agency, contract limit warning. Yeah, we're fine. Free agency. What do we have here? Okay, let's start by going by UFA. Let's not get too excited here. And I want to sort this by overall. So $15 million, 40 players under contract. Let's take a look at our roster before we make any moves here. I'm going to take a look at edit lines. I guess can't really do edit lines, in the offseason. Okay, that's fine. Let's go take a look at, we could do proposed trade. And we can look at the players from here. Sean Monahan on our trade block. That's fine. Okay. Do we see our player that we just signed? Oh my God, they're terrible. They're terrible. That's fine. Okay, centers. So actually, we'll go forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, let's sort this by overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Technically, those are all our offensive players. Slavkovsky will also be in there. Anyone else? So we don't really need anyone on forward. It would be good to get another good third liner. potentially, and have Gallagher play that fourth line. Defenseman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So defenseman definitely having a little bit of issues there. A middle tier defenseman would be good to play with Reinbacker. I think that would be a good kind of area to look at. I'm going to look at this progress reports again. Okay, they're still not updated. Caulfield is up to an 89 overall, which is really nice though. Let's go take a look at the free agency and see what we can do here. So again, looks like we need a defenseman if anything. UFA, don't want to pay anything for it, and I'm going to sort it by the overall. So let's go see. No defenseman at the top here. Pacioretty, Robertson. Robertson's not terrible. You know what? I might sign Eric Robertson because he only wants $1 million at 85 overall. I mean, I'm going to sign him to a 7-year deal at $2 million. If he stays anywhere around an 85 overall, I think that's a great deal. I'm going to try signing Eric Robertson. I don't know anything about him. Last year, didn't look like he had a great year for Columbus, 23 points in 82 games, but he can really fill out our bottom six for, I mean, the rest of his career at $2 million. I'm okay with that. Duclair, did Brusque. Chris Tanev, that's an interesting one. A little bit too old in my opinion. Schultz, Tony DeAngelo. Tony DeAngelo wouldn't be bad, especially since he's a superstar X Factor. Tony DeAngelo kind of intrigues me. Let me go take a look at defensemen and see if I'm missing anyone. Shane Gostisbehere, obviously at the top. Honestly, not that expensive for all things considered at 89 overall. Only wants $4 million. Not too bad. Schultz, but Matt Waugh, $5 million. Tyler Myers only wants $2 million. But what I think I'm looking at the most is going to be Tony DeAngelo here. I think Tony DeAngelo would provide that offensive awareness that none of our defensemen currently have. And I think he would be a good fit on the team. Obviously, we can go and get someone like Shane Gostisbehere, which wouldn't be a terrible move either. So what do you think? Do we bring in a big fish like either DeAngelo or Ghost? Ghost is just a little bit more expensive, but he is also 6 overalls higher, but he's 3 years older. You know what? I want to bring in Gostisbehere. I want this team. I want us to try to become contenders. And I think Gostisbehere can be the 1A defenseman here in Montreal. I'm going to offer him a 2-year deal. You know what? We'll offer him 4. We'll give him 4 years. 4 years at 4. We're not going to overpay him though, so 4.750, 89 overall. Shane Gostisbehere, good luck. Hopefully you come to the right team. And now I just want to sort by potential and see if there's anyone here worth even looking at. All exact elites. Makes sense there. Medium top 6. Okay, so Kirk, don't think we want him. Aberov, I don't mind offering him a contract for the AHL. Give him 3 years. Maybe he grows, maybe he doesn't. It's a low risk play. 21 years old for this guy. Don't know anything about him, but I guess he's another player I don't mind adding to the AHL squad. Continue going through and just you know, to kick tires here. I want to see if there's any goaltenders that we could potentially look at. Who is this? Medium elite at 21 years old? Yeah, I'm snagging him up 100%. And a superstar X Factor? Wow. If we can get that, that is going to be an unreal addition to the team. And I just want to see the overalls. We're definitely making a big splash here in free agency, if I'm being honest. And I feel like you got to. We got Capo Kakinen. Not going to sign him for sure. Ilya Samsonov. Not bad. Casey DeSmith. See, look at this. $1 million. Is he that bad? I'm not going to sign him, but I think it would be a good move to sign him, to be honest. And just in case I don't have enough space, I'm going to trade away like 2 or 3 players that are really nothing to us. 40 out of 50 contracts. We should be good with the players we signed. Okay, I'm going to simulate to next season, and let's take a look and see. We got Jake Evans for a 3rd and a 4th. I'm going to reject that. Okay, so William Von Barkanov in. Nikita Kwop, goaltender. That's the goalie. He's in. Okay, so he might be something good for us. Eric Robinson also in. Signed him to that 7-year, $2 million deal. Shane Gostisbehere rejects the offer. So let's see if we still have anyone there on defense. Let's go defenseman. Dante Fabro. We're not paying for him. So our Gostisbehere is still here. Maybe I'll try Gostisbehere one more time at 4.850. So a couple more bucks. If he doesn't sign this, I'm just not going to proceed with it. Let me take a look quickly to see if D'Angelo's still here. So D'Angelo is gone. So if we wanted someone else, we would have to look around the market. But I think that's a fair offer for Gostisbehere. He's going to be playing first line minutes, exactly what he wants. Trade offer coming in. So this Jake Evans guy really wants to be traded from our squad. 2 third-round picks. It's not the end of the world, but Shane Gostisbehere has joined the team. Evans once again. Do I just get rid of Evans? I don't want to give up a 4th. It's going to be Evans again. Okay, let's edit this trade. I need Evans off this team. Actually, let me take a look at him before I trade him away. Jake Evans, 28 years old, 81 overall. Did he play in the NHL last year? He did. 8 goals, 26 points. Let me see his stats. Defensively, he is good defensively. I want to keep Jake Evans on the team. I want to keep Jake Evans. I don't want to get rid of him. If another trade comes up, which it just does. Oh, Dante Fabro. Now, this is interesting. Because Dante Fabro was a restricted free agent. And we do need defensemen. 84, 26 years old. It's not a terrible move. But I would do something like this. Trade rejected. That's fine. Everyone wants Jake Evans. Joel Armia. No, I don't want Shattenkirk. Jake Evans. No, don't want it. Okay, I will see you next season. I just got this interesting trade request from the Vegas Golden Knights. I kind of feel like it's not worth not taking. Joel Armia, 78 overall. I don't know how good Adin Hill is. He's 28 years old. He could be good. 5 wins in 17 games last year. But for a 4th and 5th and getting rid of Joel Armia, which is a cap dump, I'm gonna accept this trade. The new year is here. I want to go take a look at the progress reports and see how everyone developed. So Gostisbehere still an 89. It looks like Caulfield up to an 89. Suzuki stays 85. Robinson, our 4th highest overall, and he's making $2 million. I mean, that's a great signing. Matheson, Doc, Allen, Savard, Monahan. So my interest is Adin Hill. What is your overall? And I don't really know how to check it. If I'm being honest, if someone in the comments can please let me know how to check the overalls of my players, that would be absolutely stunning. But let's go into roster moves and take a look at our squad this particular year. And we're going to start by looking at goaltenders, which Adin Hill, what are you? I feel like you are good. No concerns. Can I scout you somehow? Has lost morale. Do I just have to play? Do I just got to play him and then eventually it'll come into fruition? I'm going to keep him on the roster, though. Montembeault. Oh. Still minor starter. Montembeault can come up. And I would honestly get rid of Jake Allen. I think Montembeault. No one claims Jake Allen. I think we go Adin Hill and Montembeault this year. Just off the way they played last year. And we can get rid of Jake Allen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have one too many defensemen. Harris is listed as a depth defender. Looking in the AHL, Reinbacher still looks like he wants to play in the minors. So I'm going to keep him down in the minors. We have one extra defenseman here. Who do we want to potentially part ways with this particular season? I think it's got to be Gustav Lindstrom. Gustav Lindstrom looks like the odd man out in my opinion. I'm going to put him down into the AHL, and we're going to continue this ship by going to the forwards and taking a look at who the lowest. Slavkovsky, Harvey Pinard, Farrell. Let's go in the system and see if there's any players that we want to bring up. Yolinen, I would actually like to bring up. Heenman, medium top 6. I think he's not ready yet. But if we go something like this, and now best lines. And now let's take a look at our NHL starters as of first. So Slavkovsky, still a 79 overall. No growth out of Slavkovsky. Maybe this year I keep him on that second line. Newhook doesn't grow at all. Eric Robertson, I kind of want to bring up. I want to bring up Eric Robertson instead of Josh Anderson. and maybe have Josh Anderson play where Gallagher is. Oh, you can play where Monahan is as well. Newhook. Can I bring Newhook up where Gallagher? I think that would be good. Anderson, Gallagher, Jake Evans, the player that everyone wants apparently. Farrell, Monahan, Newhook. All kind of centers. Unless I can bring Farrell up on this line and have Slavkovsky come down, I don't think that would be a bad move. So if I bring Farrell there, Slavkovsky can now play the left side. Monahan will play the middle. Newhook can play the right side. I don't mind that. Dvorak is playing first line. He played really well in the first line last year, so I'm not opposed to it. Farrell can play on the first line. Try to get him Rookie of the Year. Maybe we test Farrell on that first line. A really good shooter. Yeah, I don't mind testing Farrell up there on that first line with the kids. Problem is they're all so small now, but let's test Farrell there. Let's test him. Slavkovsky, we're bringing him down. Gouli, I definitely want to have playing up here. Gostisbehere definitely going to that first pairing. And we can keep Matheson there at 30, 33. Barron, Harris. How can we make this work? We're always getting a -3 on that bottom pairing. What about if I bring Savard down? So if I bring Savard down, Barron up, and then Gouli. If I can bring Gouli up, I think that would be helpful. Matheson maybe? Nope, can't do Matheson. I'm going to keep Gouli as a second pairing. +2. No, let's try Gouli on that top pairing with Shane Gostisbehere. I'm okay with that. And power play, okay. Power play, I really want to play around with this year. So Caulfield, right-handed, I'm going to put him on the left side. I want him to be the finisher. Matheson, I don't know why you're there. Matheson, we're going to take off this unit. And we're going to put Farrell. You know what? No, we're going to put Slavkovsky. I want him to grow. Let me take a look at his stats. A decent shooter. Good offensive. Let's put Slavkovsky there. I think it'll be good. Move it back. Finisher, Caulfield, puck carrier, Suzuki. Yep, that's good. Boom, 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 boom. And now power play line number 2. Let's make sure that Farrell is on this unit. So I'll put Farrell right here. Center. Farrell. Maybe, is he not center? Left wing? There he is. Left wing Farrell. Throw him right there. Barron, Gouli, Doc, Monahan. And instead of Barron here, is he an off? No, two-way defender. Yeah, instead of Barron here, we're actually going to change that out to be Robinson. I think Robinson will play well there. Get him some ice time. -3 on this line, though. Whew. Maybe not. None of these players fit. A -3. Maybe no Monahan. Can I put Jake Evans there? Still a -3. How can we make this work? Right wing. Caulfield, Anderson, Gallagher. Maybe Anderson instead of... Yeah, whatever. Let's just leave it. -3. Let me know in the comments if we should change that though, because obviously probably not the best move if you ask me. We're gonna have our puck carrier be Kirby Doc and get that out of there. Let's just pretend like we didn't look too much at that that screen right there. We're gonna have to change it next episode, I think. But I want to get into the regular season here, so let's sim to a regular season. No, we're not trading Robinson at all. I think we have him at 85 at $2 million. Not making that trade. That was a great pickup in my opinion. Let's keep it rolling here. Salary cap compliance. You got it, boss. Keep it simulating. And I want to simulate a couple of games here. I want to see how the boys are going to play here. Simulate game number 1. It is in Montreal. Let's start off the season on a hot note here. First period, 1-1. John Carlson and Christian Dvorak, who's been an absolute beast in this series so far, scores the first this season for us. We got Montembeault starting. Second period, 4-2. Goal. Caulfield gets a goal. We get another one from Kirby Doc and Alex Newhook. So all the lines getting in on the scoring now. And the great 8, Alexander Ovechkin, brings Washington within 2. But we're heading to the third period here, where the Capitals are down 4-2 to your Montreal Canadiens. Power play for Washington, 5-on-3. And we're able to kill that out, getting outshot now but it looks like we may be able to hold on. Montembeault has a big game number 1 as the Washington Capitals fall to the Montreal Canadiens. I'll love to see it. Let's go take a look at the stats here. Newhook leads the way. Doc, Dvorak, Robertson in game number 1, +2, 1 assist, 18 minutes. Monahan, Gostisbehere, Cole Caulfield. No points for Slavkovsky, unfortunately, or Farrell. Farrell had 4 shots, though, which is nice. Going down, I'm okay with that. Caulfield, just the 1. Suzuki, just the 1. But game number 1, we're taking the win all day. Leading the way, I would not expect Alex Newhook to have 2 points after the year he had last year, but maybe this is his year. Let's simulate another one. Still on home ice here, this time against the New York Rangers. First period. 3-1. There we go. Dvorak again. Gallagher, Robinson gets another point. Panarin gets a goal for the Rangers. Second period. Okay, that's a terrible. Trouba, Hedl, and Chris Kreider. We're just going to keep simulating. It's okay. Oh my, Montembeault. What's going on here? Montembeault. Zibanejad picks up 2 more in the third period as we actually have a great start to this game. But the second and third period absolutely shut down. 38 shots. Shesterkin definitely the difference this game. Just quick simulate the rest. 6-3. 5 unanswered goals at the end of the game for the Montreal Canadiens rivals. Well, I guess not rivals, but let's see these plus minuses. Who played bad? -2 for Shane Gostisbehere, -2 for Caulfield, -2 for Farrell. So I don't know if that first line's working yet. I don't know if I want to keep Farrell on that first line. Let's simulate to the game against the Leafs, a division rival, 2 of the biggest fan bases in the entire NHL. Let's keep the simulation going here. First period, gotta be quick, 0-0. Second period, 0-0. So after letting in 6, we got a defensive showdown in the game versus the Leafs. Outshot so far 23-20. But it's still any man's game. Power play, here it is. Can't capitalize, it's a long one. Oh, man. 5 minutes, still 0-0. This one is looking like it's headed to overtime. Never mind. Captain Nick Suzuki ends the game with 43 seconds left to make it a 1-0 win. Montembeault, 32 saves for a shutout. Suzuki, Martin Jones had a good game, but just not good enough. Woo! That was a wild one. I got a little excited about that, but that was a wild game. And I just want to see if potentially we have the overall of our goaltender now. Let's go. Goalies. 88 overall? What? We got Aiden Hill for Joel Armia. 88 overall, 28-year-old goaltender. Only 1 year left on his deal. What? Am I crazy to think that that's insane? 88. I want to go look at the minors. Harvey Pinard. Okay, Abernov. And I just want to make sure the players that we want are playing. So Massar, we definitely want to get up in the lineup. If we can bring him where... No, Josh Waz. We actually have a lot of good prospects coming up now. Jesse Olinen, Pizzita. No, Heineman, we want to get up on that first line. And I think it's going to be Harvey Pinard who just unfortunately gets the shitty end of the stick there. But let's go into defenseman. Reinbacher definitely needs to start. Norlander, Kovacek, Reinbacher, Lindstrom, Trudeau. What's Trudeau? 68 overall. Don't want him starting there. Maybe if I go something along the lines like this. I know that the minuses are trash, but I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. But wow. I can't believe we have Aiden Hill. I can't believe we have Aiden Hill an 88 overall for Joel Armia, a 4th and a 5th. That's insane. Let's go take a look at proposed trade, and I want to see if that defenseman that we drafted, what his overall is, if it's showing now. So defenseman, 66 overall, and he's actually a medium top 4. So not as bad as we originally thought. I'm okay with that. And now let's go take a look at all skaters, and I just want to see the rest of the players that we drafted. So Vistaranian, medium top 9. That's fine. Kamek. Okay, Hotel is a top 7. Okay, so all of the overalls were wrong. But Nuklin is a low elite player at 47 overall. Pakura, Aparic H, whatever his name is not as bad as we thought. Jack-Eye, and then I want to go take a look at the goaltender we actually drafted. It was Quap we picked up in free agency, but we drafted Vinny, who is a fringe starter, so he's not actually that good. But we got Quap now, and we got Aiden Hill. Aiden Hill, 88 overall. Aiden Hill. Don't mind if I do. Let's slow sim a game with the man, the myth, the legend. Aiden Hill, 28 years old. And we're going to simulate a game versus the Dallas Stars with Aiden Hill, who are 0-2. Let's see how we can do. Kind of a rapper here, eh? First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-1. Aiden Hill concedes his first career goal against in a Montreal Canadiens uniform to Seth Griffin. But Robertson, that guy was a great pickup. Our free agency was insane. Power play, Nick Suzuki, and then Jason Robertson scores 10 seconds later on Aiden Hill. Come on, Hill. Don't let it in that quickly. Let's keep it going. Another goal from Robinson. Okay, so Robinson is going to be the steal of the draft. The steal of a free agency. Power play, you got to get one here. 5-on-3. There it is. Caulfield. Another power play goal for the big boys. I'm simulating until we lose. Until we lose a game with Aiden Hill starting. 4-2 victory with the Montreal Canadiens to extend our record to 3-1. Aiden Hill, second star of the game. Suzuki, 2 points. Robertson, 2 goals. Let's keep it going here. I want to go to the game versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are undefeated in regulation as of right now. 2-0-1. We're 3-1-0. So let's see who's going to get the better of each other in this matchup. We're in Pittsburgh this time. First period. Okay. Hill, what's going on here? Giving up a goal to Jeff Carter, Raquel, and Russ. But we do get a goal from Shane Gostisbehere. First goal in a Montreal Canadiens uniform. But that's okay. Second period, 4-1. Okay. So, well, my excitement may have been a little bit too much, as Montreal is currently outshooting us 32-14. And these are just one of those games where one team was flat-footed and the other team was not really ready. I'm going to quick simulate the rest of that as we fall 5-1 and get absolutely dominated by the Pittsburgh Penguins. But we don't need to worry about that. So far, looks like Suzuki leading the way, 6 points as he did last year. Hopefully, we can continue developing our players. I just want to take a quick look at Farrell and how he's doing on that first line. So, Sean Farrell, look at that, Suzuki up to a 90 overall. Suzuki is our first 90 overall player. Oh, wow, Robertson. Maybe he wasn't the steal that I thought he was. He's not an 85 overall. He's actually an 80 overall. Damn. But he's been playing well. Okay, I got to be careful with these morales. They're really screwing with me because Christian Dvorak's now an 86 overall with medium elite potential. Okay, I'm going to put Dvorak on that first line now. We're going to Slavkovsky, 83 overall. These morales, they're messing with me. I don't even know what's right anymore. Is Slavkovsky actually an 83 overall? I don't know. I think he is. I think the bars on the left mean how accurate it is. So Robinson definitely kind of screwed me over here, but he has 4 points. I mean, he's not playing bad. Maybe you get Newhook on that line. How's Newhook doing? You know what? I'm going kid line here. That's it. Kid line. Robertson can go on this side. Gallagher, Evans. So I kind of messed up, if I'm being honest. The morale kind of screwed with me, but it's okay. Gostisbehere is an 83. Damn. Okay, I got to work on this morale. I gotta work on this morale because I'm getting screwed by this morale. Matheson, Barron. Okay. New plan. Next episode, we're focusing on morale because the morale absolutely screwed us. We thought we made some very good additions. We did not, but they haven't been playing bad. But that's going to do it for this episode, number 3. Let me know what we're going to do with morale. Can you please call me? Because I am very confused on the morale. But let me know down in the comments below. As always, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.